So it looks like the Shepherding Wolves quest has also popped up, which would mean that Sister Patrice is going to be here any minute now. I don't know if we're going to be able to avoid that beforehand, because as you can see, they're both like marked pretty much the same area. Like, Yep. So, that's fine. We'll start... I forgot you were there. I knew you were there, but I forgot that you were there.
We can't waste time, Hawke. Guardsman Donnick is here somewhere.
I know. I'm going right now. I'm running as fast as my, I would say, tiny little legs, but Hawke's actually got decently long legs.
Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
Can she expect to survive Lowtown inviting that kind of attention?
Yeah, she definitely not gonna survive.
Can you save someone so intent on being foolish?
I don't know what we're gonna find out. Did she go this way?
I like interruptions.
All right.
Mark is so prompt.
Listen, Patrice's story is interesting enough that I am definitely gonna do it.
Thank you for your timely intervention.
Uh-huh.
I am out of my element.
Surely you didn't realize that just now.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense. I have a charge who needs passage from the city. If you are willing and capable, meet me at my safe house nearby.
Have we met before? Like, are we friends and I just didn't remember?
I just saved you in an alley, and suddenly we're in business?
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell!
A bloody Templar. Just what we need.
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
So if you've never met Patrice before, there she is. I hope you all enjoyed that introduction to arguably, like, I wouldn't say one of the best bad guys I've ever seen. Definitely one of the most frustrating and very, very well written. Like, I think I definitely put her in at least my, like, top 20, maybe top 15 list of baddies, you know? For this game, I want to say Patrice. I mean... The Canary, though, overall, because the Canary design in this game was peak. So, they're always going to win that one. But overall, Patrice is a fantastic villain. But, we gotta go this way. Let's go save Donnick.
We must be getting close to the ambush. I'm not losing another guard to this mess.
Don't worry, I'm here to help. That... Done? Are you okay? No. I'm really happy Bethany didn't rush forward at that one point. I've actually had instances of doing this fight where, like, Barrick is stuck back here, like when he's fighting, and then he gets stuck during the second part, and it's madness.
Who? Aveline? You're a beautiful sight.
Guardsman?
I mean, I was on patrol and they came out of nowhere. I took a few down, but there were too many at once. The captain said this route was supposed to be quiet.
The seal of the Viscount. Office details. City accounts. Valuable to a guild of thieves.
A sacrificial delivery with one of our own. Captain Jevon will answer.
Yeah, is he ever?
Selling out his own? Forget guard captain. This man needs to be in government.
Not now, Hawke.
It's always time
Jevon
for
needs
this.
to see how justice works. This goes to the office of the Viscount. This will be known. The captain likes his thieves so much. Let's see if they welcome him in prison.
Okay. Aveline is terrifying, in case you didn't know. Aveline is genuinely terrifying when she gets mad. So don't make her mad, okay? Just don't do it. Samson, you're still standing there. That's literally my bit of advice. Let's go finish up. So the nice thing is about DA2, nothing is timed in that. Like, there are endpoints for everything, but like, you can go see Sister Patrice later. It doesn't matter. It's fine. So I'm gonna finish up Aveline's thing, and then I want to bring Fenris to that. So I'm gonna swap out Aveline for Fenris, and that should be good. And then we also gotta finish the other quest. Yes, I can't believe how close we're getting to the end now. Also, we gotta do the Red Blossom special. Enemies among us. I know this stuff, but like, I need to go here. This one, yes. Also, I gotta double check. I think I found everything to find this act, but at the same time, I'm like, did I pick up all the gifts and stuff like that I wanted to? From like the storage chest, so I got, or not, but like the random loot.
I am guard captain!
No, you're not.
I won't be treated like this! Ferelden, bitch, this was none of your affair! I'll see you hanged, quartered! This will not stand!
We found a number of debts to suspect peoples.
Oh?
Such poor character.
Seriously.
But you, Aveline Valen, have proven your loyalty and ability.
The guard deserves better than him, Messire.
Indeed. The Viscount would have you put your care for the men into direct practice. You will assume the captain's job.
What?
In due time, of course. There will be training, approvals, months at least. But who better to rebuild respect than the woman who exposed this embarrassment? Resolve any outstanding business, guardswoman. You will be very busy.
I like it that, like, it's quiet. Like, she just doesn't necessarily have anything to say.
If the deep roads is what you want, you have the coin to do it.
Okay.
Hope the days.
There we go. You gotta leave and come back to get this cutscene. Sometimes. Wait, I just had it.
If the deep roads is what you want.
There we go.
Varric, no.
Well, you're the captain. Or you will be. It'll be easy.
I'm not petitioning the Viscount to help you steal ownership of the Hanged Man.
Steal? Madam, you wound me.
I'm about to.
Still the best Aveline Varric
Big changes
interaction.
are coming, huh? Captain of the Guard. Thank you, Wesley.
Wesley? What about... No, he's still in your thoughts?
That you keep his memory speaks well of him.
He's not with me. I know that. Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. Either way, he knows no pain.
He seemed a good man. For a Templar. I'm sure he's found peace.
What I keep is that moment. I won't let anyone down like that again.
You think you let Wesley down?
I don't see how you can take the blame for the Darkspawn Horde.
I put him to the sword myself, Hawke.
I know.
Well, there is that.
I know in my head that it was right. So did Wesley. But in my heart, that cut was cruel.
I know. There's no way to make that better either. That's something that... I don't think that guilt will ever go away. You doubt he's with the Maker?
Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. What do you mean by that?
Wesley believed, and if he was correct, then that's where he is. But this business of the less the Maker does, the more he's proven, I don't find it compelling.
But you married a Templar.
I married a man, a good one, and he's gone. I have heard the chant. It is lovely. Perhaps that's all it needs to be.
I love seeing the Chantry from so many different perspectives in DA2. Like DAO, you get this a bit, but I feel like in DA2 especially, because there are literally so many different companions coming from so many different walks of life, you are seeing the Chantry in so many different ways, and Aveline doesn't believe, like, the chant is lovely. you know, and she loved Wesley. And I think that that's actually a really interesting thing when Hawke's like, well, you married a Templar. And Aveline's like, I married a man. He just happened to be a Templar. You know what I mean? Like, that's really good. Like, that's a really good way to kind of almost sum up Aveline's character too, is that she definitely sees you for the person you are, not the title you hold. This isn't about him.
You clearly miss Wesley, but that's not the issue. Of course I miss him, but he's not coming back. Pining like a child serves no one. So I remember him, but I let him rest.
You're not so kind to yourself, though.
No.
I hope one day you will be, Aveline.
I can't imagine the captain of the guard will like wandering in my shadow.
It's not like this job means we're on opposite sides. The good you do, it seems rather appropriate. Besides, I'll be making the patrol schedule, and I don't intend to lead from a desk.
I'm glad I won't. Oh, no. Never. Like, yes, but no. I know how that... And I don't... Donnick is Aveline's future. I'm good. I'm proud of you, Aveline.
I look forward to working with you. Guard Captain Aveline.
Still strange, isn't it? Captain of the Guard. Thank you for helping me get here, Hawke. It's where I should be.
You don't have to thank us. We were happy to do it, Aveline. You deserve this so much. I don't know if I'd ever actually heard Bethany's lines here. Because I think I normally have Varric, and I think Varric pipes up there. Or maybe not. Anyways, I really liked what Bethany said there. Like, that was actually... She's so sweet. Like, honestly, though, this Twinception mod and having both of them with us at all times has been so good. Like, it... Also, though, is gonna make what happens later on hurt more. And I'm kind of all for that, because one of the things I like about DA2, and why I think to this day, like, I like DAI, I like DAO, but DA2, you know, there's just something about it. Is the I like the emotional gut punches. I like it that, like, Hawke just keeps going through it and through it and through it, and depending on how you want to play your Hawke depends on if they come out the other side still Hawke, or if, you know, if they kind of change after or during. And I like that about this game. But we shall go see. Oh man, this quest, I've been waiting. So the end of this quest has some of my like favorite, like I keep saying my favorite, but like this game does have just like a lot of my favorite stuff. But some of my favorite dialogue for as far as like the Canary go and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to do this. The one thing is, if you've played this quest before, you know that like at the end we have two choices, and I purposely pick the choice that I do, mainly because I prefer the dialogue after. I don't know if that makes sense. I wouldn't say it's purely based off of that dialogue, because I also just think that it's something that my Hawke, especially like Mari, would pick, but I'm leaning more one way in because like I like that dialogue a lot. Like the conversation with Katojan and everything is so good. It's so good.
Nice to see you too.
I thank you for coming.
Yep.
This matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me. It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party makes this unique.
Yeah, okay. Get to the point. Time's a-wasting.
Time is wasting. Who is going where?
My name is Sister Patrice. I have assumed a burden of charity. This is my charge.
A Cerebas? Here?
Would even a Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with their Talvashoth outcasts. I call him Katojan, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
Why protect him in secret?
If you are so intent on this, why not use Chantry resources?
My order will soon realize the Canary presence is more than a test of faith. It is an open challenge. But for now, I must act on my own. Helping this mage shows how Kunari heresy cannot be ignored. His flight is vital.
So that's really interesting. The way she says, Qunari heresy cannot be ignored. His flight is vital. So she's not necessarily saying the heresy that the Qunari have, like, the way they treat their mages is just their, like, the heresy of Qunari's, right? It's just the fact that Qunari's are here. It cannot be ignored. She's actually giving away the plot and everything like that right now is just worded so carefully and so well that, like, unless you're paying attention to what she's actually saying, you'll miss it. It's so good. Where will he go?
Is freedom so helpful? A new life with that collar seems doubtful.
And yet it is more than he has. My reach is limited. His struggle is his own.
It just seems like releasing a bird, cage and all.
We do what we can to step toward what is right. That must be enough.
Cage and all, huh, Hawke, that was actually... Girl, sometimes, Hawke, you get really poetic, and I'm just, like, extra proud of you because that's literally exactly what's happening. Like, she's trying to free this Kitosian and, like, kind of throw baby out with the bathwater kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, you're just like, okay, well, I'm gonna pretend to help him, but he's gone, and now he's not my problem, but it's like, where's he gonna go? What is he gonna do? Like, did you ever think about any... No? Okay. You never asked my name.
You're not interested in who you might be hiring?
If you were important enough to know, I would need someone else. But if you insist, what is your family name?
My name is Hawke.
Strong. Very Ferelden. The Qunari have hardly pressured the southern nations. You have not seen as many converts or those who refused. If this action, if any action, can lessen their influence, it must be done.
And then... How did you find him?
You don't just stumble on something. Someone like this.
For all their blasphemous certainty, the Qunari do have deserters. Those who seek freedom are hunted mercilessly.
Tal Vashoth. They seem to accept the role.
Even their rebels conform. Savonel observed one of their bloody exchanges. This poor mage was the only survivor.
So you're sure this guy is Tal Vashoth? Really?
And you think this mage was being hunted?
I'm certain no thinking creature would willingly submit to this. If he was not running before, he has seized the opportunity now.
Like, I think that this is so interesting because she's not at all considering, or maybe she is, and like that's part of her game, but she's not necessarily considering the level of what the Qunari go through to find their role within the Qun. You know what I mean? Like, Cerebos are treated a very particular way for a very particular reason, and I think across the 3 games, they do a really good job of, like, when you meet Sten in DAO and you learn about Sten, I think that that's fascinating and it kind of warms you up. And then I feel like DA2 kind of throws you into the, like, potential brutality that is the Qun and what they do and how they run things. And then when you get to DAI, you see this entirely separate from, like, the Iron Bull's perspective, and that's different, right? You see somebody go potentially, because, like, depending on how you roll with Bull depends on what happens. But if you see him go Tal Vashoth, that's an entirely different experience too. And I do like it that we've seen just how different the Qun actually is from Ferelden and Orlais and all of those different lifestyles. Yes. I could appeal to the Arishok, though.
I've had dealings with the Qunari leader. He'd want to know of this.
You have dealt with their leader?
Yeah.
If you have interacted with Qunari, you know how they treat those who leave their heathen order. The Arishok would doom this poor creature. But knowing them is useful. If they challenged you, attacking an ally would only confirm their barbarism. You are still right for the task.
Like, A, she's assuming we're actually an ally of them, which is, I don't know. Like, I think that that's interesting. But we're not necessarily allies. It's just we know of the era shot. You know what I mean? Like, we've met him. I wouldn't go as far as saying that we're an ally, even though like he does mention at one point that Hawke's literally the only person in this area that he can actually stand, which is a really nice like that's a nice compliment. You know what I mean? I'll get him out.
I can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit conspicuous for the streets, though.
Better out there than here with the Templar.
This mage will be a fine example of how cruel Kunari are, even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you were hired. Good luck.
Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? Yep. Let's go. I like it that the baby dragon Ivu is still with us. Let's roll. I don't think we can talk to him, right? No. Okay. Just double checking.
I don't like this.
What?
I wouldn't like it even without the Kunari.
Yeah, but what are we gonna do, you know? We'll help him get out.
Watch your step.
Oh, no. Hold on.
Done.
Fenris and Carver were like literally going right for it. No, girl, I want this guy. My God, these spiders. Okay. Oh, this music. This is some of my favorite music
All set.
in DA2. I feel like that's more, isn't that more like the, is it more the Kunari theme song? Or like music? When like that's involved, or is it just, it happens whenever? Either way, it's so good. Fenris, what are you doing?
I don't like the looks of it.
Who's laughing now, huh?
I don't think spiders can laugh, bro. Bro, like,
What's this one?
why is Carver like this? Did he really just kind of insinuate that spiders laugh? I mean, maybe they do. Maybe I'm misunderstanding all knowledge of spiders. You know, in my DAO Let's Play recently, I had mentioned how the spiders in DAO are terrifying. And honestly, this spider model, I feel like is all that we see in DAI. I forgot DA2 got the poisonous monstrosities. Like, that's I can't wait to see what kind of awful spider BS we get and they're so bad. Okay, I think we got everything. And then up here. Oh, is there a trap up here? No.
I don't like the looks of it.
No, girl, nobody. Okay. Anything? Oh, chest. They got this for a second, right? Wow, you two did that fast. Like, bringing Fenris and Carver?
Mage seems indifferent to our struggles, even with his freedom as the prize.
But does he see this as freedom? Like, that's what I wanted to mention earlier. Like, Patrice is like, his freedom is on the line, stuff like that. But if you don't know what freedom is, how can you want it? You know what I mean? Like, he's only known the Qun. He's only known the Qun way of life. That was freedom to him in its own way. So I just think that that's really interesting.
Ah, look at this. Undercity's feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Collared like a dog lord's bitch. You some sort of canary lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who will pay the most for your pet.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
Yeah, maybe listen to the smart one out of the lot of you.
A voice of reason. What's he doing with you?
You lot think you're so damn right. Buying everything, running free marches like me into our own sewers. You want us bound, like this thing? I'd see you dead first.
By the void! Kill it! Kill them all!
Okay. Well,
I am not leaning.
what? What exploded them all? Do we know? Was that? Who? Was that Bethany?
They get the idea, Kunari, Katojan, whatever. Calm yourself.
What triggered the outburst?
Did you react because your lead was threatened?
Okay.
I know that kind of blind instinct. It is hard to judge how much control he has.
What made you obey just now, then?
You did what I said. Did I hit the right phrase or something?
He may not know himself.
Isn't that sad? That's actually incredibly, incredibly sad. I like it that Fenris is... I don't think I've ever... Like, not ever, but it's been a very long time since I did the investigate stuff. I really like Fenris's commentary here. All right, it's time to get going, though. Maybe just be careful.
I'm getting you out of here before you help again.
Excellent.
Still clear as a bell. Great.
Poor Hawke. She going through it. Y'all, Hawke... The DA2 is literally a story of Hawke going through it. Quest updated. Keeping score. Eh? This Book of Grudges appears to belong to an elf in Kirkwall. Okay. That Book of Grudges. Literally, is this a book just outlining a grudge? Like, whoever she has a grudge against? Okay, but like, that's petty? And that's a level of petty I am here for. That's so good. Okay, let's quick save. And this? And there's nothing here, right? Let's go to Vimmark Mountain Pass.